right, so today we're talking about
Yes.
would you go to your high school reunion?
Oh my God. So
First of all, I'm confused because I thought ours should have like our 10 years should have happened.
it should. We're old. So what had happened was in 2021, there was an email that went out. And I believe all of us collectively was just like, fuck y'all.
That sounds correct. Yes,
What?
it sounds very accurate.
Fuck you guys. We are not going to this thing. So I was thinking about it because I was like, man, I really kind of want to go, like to see how many people are actively like with children, pregnant, married, divorced 3 times, 5 times. You know what I'm saying? Like, because a lot of them were just like, as soon as I graduate, as soon as I get that piece of paper, I am having a wedding.
Graduate which school? Make this very clear.
Oh, we're talking about high school, are we not?
So
we can talk about them all.
No, I want people to know there was just a certain culture that's like you get married after high school.
Yes.
You should have found your person in them 4 years.
You should have. That's what it's for.
You're done.
High school was for you to find your life partner and give your life to Jesus afterwards with them.
And what you have to do actually is repopulate the high school. So
you have
to have kids, and then those kids will go through all
the lower, the middle, and the upper school.
Yep.
Yes, but I still get my Veracross emails. Do you?
Nope.
Oh wow.
That went to my AIM.
That's where I.
Back in the day, Pisces baby.
My.
With an I. Because it's an I over here, not a Y.
I was Southern Shorty 55. Because, I was listening to T.I. and Ludacris, so clearly I'm from the South.
Yeah, I was a Pisces, and I cried like an infant. Still very, very applicable, but I don't use that anymore.
Wait, what was the aim again?
Pisces baby. And then I put 369.
I thought it was Pisces crybaby. I was like, wow.
I wouldn't have did that to myself. Because I ain't trying to get made fun of that hard. That's too much. That's too much.
Okay. But yes, we're talking about high school. And yeah, that's why when I came up with this, it was around the time where our high school reunion was coming up. And I really kind of wanted to go, but nobody in the tribe that I still talk to gives a damn about that Christian school that we all went to.
I would go, but I feel like the 10-year isn't the juicy one to go to. I feel like it's a 15 or 20. That's the one you go to.
What type of juice do we want? Pickle?
Because everybody's struggling. It's been 10 years. Everybody's just having a hard time. That's what our 10-year would be. So are you having a hard time? Me too. That's it.
But that would be relatable, and maybe you could I
don't want to relate. I want to know how your life went off the rails.
There's nobody back in high school that you want to reconnect with, that you was cool with. You were like, oh yeah, that was my dog.
Do you know someone?
I'm thinking of the Blacks, obviously.
Do you know someone?
Yes, there's plenty of people. We just have had.
You or me?
For you.
Really?
Oh.
See?
Wow.
See how that went? Yeah.
No, it would be dudes. You were one of the dudes.
It would be dudes.
Yeah,
it would be all the drama kids.
It would be all the drama kids. It would be like Miles.
It would be all the gay kids, really.
Now.
Because all the drama kids were gay.
Now.
Except for me, for some reason.
Now.
I missed it.
It's a now thing.
I didn't get
Back then, everybody was straight in that Christian school.
No, they weren't. You could tell. So, you're living a lie, and I'm so sorry that you have to do that here at this Christian school. I'm so sorry.
Have we really talked about our school, at all on the podcast? Because I think there was some stories there.
There's a lot of stories.
All right. Shout out to everybody that went to Annapolis Area Christian School.
Shout out.
Ryan Safe Space.
Yeah, Ryan Safe Space. Shout out.
He went through it. You know what I'm saying?
He was Jesus. He was our Black Jesus.
Did he actually play Jesus
in
the play?
Yes,
okay, so
he did.
For some reason, I missed that. I don't know how or why.
He's better than all of us.
I mean...
I've only known Black Jesus in plays, to be honest with you. Every Christian school, it was always a Black person.
Even them, I think they knew the facts. I think they knew the Carfax. Because I was the argumentative one in the school, in the Bible class, and I was just like, logically speaking, Jesus was from Israel or Bethlehem, wherever. You know what I'm saying?
Could have been a white passing Israelite.
No. Those didn't exist back then. And you
sure?
know that. In BC?
Yes. Those were the ones that stayed in the house.
No, they didn't stay in the house. Because if you stayed in the house, you didn't eat. So that's
No,
not
those were the house wenches.
wrong.
That would have been a house wench. Ain't no way
Absolutely
I'm about to
wrong.
be outside in that sun.
Nah, I pulled out some geography and some logic, and I was like, y'all know this man was not white with blonde hair and blue eyes, right? Y'all understand that? I never had anybody argue with me.
Albino.
Even an albino black person, you know they black.
Nah, this gets confusing. Anyway, back on topic. So,
our high school.
What would you want to get out of, like, you just want to link up with people again, or you actually are just curious how people are doing?
Honestly, okay, this is gonna sound really weird and creepy and stalkery, but I love honesty, okay? Open, honest, open, transparent conversations.
Honest, open, transparent, yes, hot.
So
hot.
I love a hot conversation.
Yes,
so I like
Transformation Church.
I like to spy on people like every quarter, every 6 months, you know what I'm saying? So it would just bypass the time I spent on Facebook, like searching people to see how many kids they got or how many like times they ruined their lives, whatever. Like it would bypass all that, and I could see that in front of me and be like, oh, so that's what you've been doing for the past 10 years. That's really good for you.
That's really happy. Good for you.
So I just want a reunion opportunity to be nosy, for real.
I've never had like that stir in my heart to how do I say, give a fuck about what they're doing at this point in time. Because I there were some people that I reached out to, you know, between us graduating and now.
Yeah.
And there was just like no continuance of a conversation. So I was like, you don't care to have this conversation, then I don't care about what you're doing.
But like Dave Sanders, like that would be fun. Like, how you been? I'm
gonna be mad because he's gonna be married and I'm be like, wow.
You never know.
We could have been in the Air Force together.
The divorce rate is real. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I hope you are happy in your marriage because everybody got married. But like, shit. Even Joe Memo, I've been trying to connect with that motherfucker for so long. It's to the point where I'm just like, when he finally looks at his inbox, he's gonna be like, wow, you're being kind of weird. And I was like, I know. I've been trying to talk to you though.
Yep, there's not one person that I'm like, what are you doing? Where has your life taken you? I was rooting for you. We were all rooting for you.
Because you went to class and you went home.
Yeah,
you minded your business.
My motherfucking business. Yes, I did.
You minded your business. But your luck, you would have Rico Nasty and that one girl just pop up.
And that would just give me an anxiety attack and I would leave. I was like, wow, you ruined everything still. Look at that.
You wouldn't have anything to say to them? Whether it be nice or not, I don't know.
My luck, one of them don't even know who I am anymore.
That would be Rico.
Yeah, for the last bitch. She know what the fuck she did.
She'd be like, Tiffany who?
Exactly.
What? We were friends?
Yep. And then I have to go to jail because I would fight her on site. I would have to fight her at a children's school. I'll lose my ability to work in my field. And just everything would go downhill from there.
Honestly,
I would go just for the teachers, to be quite honest. I would go for a teacher reunion.
Okay. So, yes, I agree with that as well. So, aside from me being nosy, there are some teachers that I really fucks with, like Mr. Nebbia.
Mr. Scheid.
Mr. Scheid? Oh, God.
I just said it to be messy, and I shouldn't have. I'm so sorry.
I mean, I'm not judging you. It looks like I did. It looks like I judged you, but I didn't.
You did.
I'm not.
It's on tape.
It's not.
It's okay. It's fine. We could pretend that you did it. Yeah, you didn't judge anyway. Your other favorite teachers, Mr. Nebbia. Who else?
Mr. Nebbia.
Miss Hartman.
Mr. Intercolfer. Mr. I. Mrs. I.
Mr. Who?
Oh, that was like an ACS dynasty family. So he like.
That was not high school.
It wasn't? Mr. Ott?
No, ma'am. No, ma'am. I knew a lot of the teachers. Intercolfer?
Intercolfer.
That was not a high school.
That was not a high school teacher?
No, ma'am.
All right, maybe I'm back in middle school. But I would want to see them too.
I don't think they're going to come, but that's okay.
They could, okay? Just be like, hey, Shardae's going to be here.
Word on the street is.
Yes. Pretty much. Okay, what was the teacher that taught the government class? Mr. Hagen.
Yeah.
I liked him.
Bless him and his lineage. He was a good man.
He was a very good man, and he
was. He's not dead, y'all. He's just, we don't know what he's doing.
You definitely said bless him in his lineage, like he was like.
I say that to everybody. I say that to you when you hand me things from the refrigerator, and I don't have to get up off the couch. It's just the thing I say now.
Bless you in your lineage.
Yeah. No, like that's how much I appreciate. Not just you, everything after you, please.
Just like. Okay, that's a really good compliment. I'll keep that tucked away. But Mr. Hagen was cool. I actually still have one of his books, so I would love to return that to him. It was just a textbook that he let me borrow, but then I took that bitch and like.
You are a book hoarder.
Every time I do my fucking spring cleaning or purging, I'm just like, wow, this book is still here. Yikes.
I would see all the English teachers. I loved all the English teachers.
Yeah.
Mrs. Smith, Dr. McCory Hatcher.
Dr. McCory Hatcher. I would love to see her and Shide in a room together, and then we just argue about politics, all three of us. I would do that.
Mr. Shide was one of my favorite teachers. So, Mr. Vineyard.
He did.
I would love to see Mr. Vineyard again.
Yeah, Mr. Vineyard.
He was like Charlie Day mixed with Jack Black as a personality. He was so fun.
Yeah.
He was a Bible teacher.
The Bible teachers. See, that's where a lot of my beef came from.
He was the one that somebody told him about our senior skip day, and then he told the office.
So you want a snitch?
No, okay. Not a snitch. Why are you telling a teacher about our senior skip day?
Because you are pretending to be cool. You know what I'm saying? I don't like.
You fucked it up for all of us because they were like, if you guys don't show up on this day, we're doing in-school suspension. Why? We got to be here all year?
Why would you want Mr. Vineyard to come?
Because he was a fun-ass teacher.
But he made life hard.
No, somebody dumb fucking told a teacher.
Sounds like victim
blaming. He did what teachers do.
I think he could have.
Was there any other teacher that you think would have ignored that? Mrs. Schultz. That's all I could think of.
Probably. But like PE teachers, they don't really.
Like any other teacher would have told as well. And he was a new teacher. So I'm like, what the fuck you doing?
Maybe Mr. Baby Gruner?
He would have told.
He would have told?
Yes.
Baby Gruner to me when I think of him, I think of Charlie Day, so I'm probably confusing him with Mr. Vineyard.
You might be.
I don't remember these men at all.
Yeah,
just Mr. Gruner,
Mr. Younger Gruner, in case he ever hears this, and I didn't call you Baby Gruner.
Man, baby, you was a baby.
He was a really, really tough teacher.
Okay.
Like he was not well liked. He was considered a mean teacher, honestly.
That was Vega Garcia for me.
I gave her grace at the very, very end.
You know what? I wanted to give her a kick down the stairs. That woman almost made me cry
so much.
That woman almost made me cry in the middle of class because I didn't understand AP statistics. Suck my dick.
She made me cry because she talked to the teacher or the principal, academic dean, saying that I could drop her class. And then that didn't happen. And I was just like sobbing. It was the only test that I passed was the test before I was supposed to drop the class because she only made me take half of it. And I got a C. I failed we had 14 tests in that class. I failed every single one of them.
The only thing I passed was the projects. I was like, if I can write out my thought process, I think I can pass. But like the tests, the quizzes, I was failing.
They set her up. That's why I didn't hold it against her.
I feel like
because I'm like, they shouldn't have given her that class knowing that she could not teach that curriculum. Like, AP statistics is not something you just pick up because you're a math teacher.
If we're being for real, they shouldn't have given her a job there, period. Like,
no, she was a good Algebra 2 teacher. I had her for Algebra 2. She was good.
She did not have patience for students at all.
And she was a college professor as well.
Like, I remember when... What?
Yeah, she was at HCC.
That's insane. She was crazy. Like... We were having the teachers getting...
You're not letting her...
No, fuck her.
You were so mean. Charity was nice.
Okay. And your lineage is nice. Cool. You're not. I don't like you. She almost made me cry, Tiff.
She was going through chronic pain half that school year.
I go through chronic pain every day. You know what I don't do? Make people cry.
That's because you're not a teacher. If you're a teacher, you will make people cry. I promise you.
I don't agree. But what did she do? I could go on rants and rants about it.
Don't do that. Let's talk about other teachers you liked.
Okay, fine. There was one, I didn't really like him, Mr. Russell. He actually flirted with a student. It was really weird. But then he was the one black teacher, and then he said nigga in the middle of class, and we were.
What did he teach? Because I never had him.
He taught geometry, honors geometry.
Okay.
And for whatever reason, he said nigga.
At our white Christian school.
It is me and 3 black students in this class full of 20 white kids. They all looked at us like...
It's a term of endearment.
I was like, what the fuck? Like, I swear it was him, and then another incident at the school. This one teacher was a direct result of like this diversity parent group where they were just like, we need to get more black teachers in the school. And so they hired one, and it was this guy, and I was like, he wasn't a good teacher. Again, had very, very, very short patience with students, and he was teaching an honors class. So like, it was difficult material, and we weren't all grasping it at the same rate as his lesson plan. Mm-hmm. So he would just get so frustrated with us when we were just like, no, can you go back and like teach us what a triangle is? Like, I don't understand. Like, what do you mean it has 3 sides?
He was just like...
He was just like, you niggas are stupid. He didn't say that, but he was like telling a story, and he was like, da 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 da, dumb nigga. And I was like, oh my God, what is happening? But he ended up like getting let go, fired. He just didn't show up the next semester. And I was like,
that made sense.
That man got fired. There's no way he resigned. I don't believe that for 1 second.
I think... No, I already said that. It's everybody I keep thinking of that I would see again. They're all English teachers. Miss Ellis, Miss Hartman.
Yeah.
They were just... The English teacher, the English department was just goated.
I liked Miss Brown, but she passed away.
R.I.P. to a real one. She's why I went into criminal justice. Because I had her for the criminal justice elective, and she was awesome.
The only teacher that was teaching like the Black History Month elective. Mm-hmm. And I was just like, why? Miss Brown was a white woman. So it really...
Blonde-haired white woman.
Blonde-haired white woman. I think her family was from Louisiana. So she was probably Cajun. Mm. Like, it wasn't right.
That's probably why I liked her. Because she gave off grandma vibes. Like, she was like a nana. Mm-hmm. Like, if she saw you were interested in something, she really did try to pour into you.
She did. She did her best. I did yearbook with her. I had a bunch of fun, but I was just like, they could have gotten the guidance counselor lady, I forgot her name, Miss Griffin, to do it.
She was my
mentor. Yeah, she was mine too. I don't know why they didn't have her teach more classes.
I don't think she wanted to. There was a lot of drama with that. There was a lot of drama with her, and she ended up leaving, and I don't know, somebody ran into her and was like, what happened? And we got tea on that, and I don't remember it now, but they didn't treat her the best.
Even though she was, from Spry's. That was like that was Black royalty at the school.
It was.
It was like, oh my God, one is so good at singing and academics, and the other is,
her sister.
That's not nice.
Oh, that's how I came. I didn't know who Spry's were when I showed up. I was just like,
it was what? A lineage.
I didn't understand why everybody was so excited about this one person. I was like, what does she do? Like,
it was because she was somebody's. It was definitely like, my older sister is the shit. I'm kind of in her shadow, trying to carve out my own lane. In the meantime, I'm gonna be mean and like isolate myself and like hurt people's feelings,
which sucks because like it's never good to have to grow up in your sibling's shadow, especially when they really were like
just
amazing,
bright, just bright.
But at the same time, I was like, you acted kind of strange. I think after freshman year, I think I started seeing like, she's not what everybody's telling me she is. But I also didn't make friends, so I was like, who am I to make an opinion about this young lady? I'm gonna go about my business.
And then later on, like fast forward a couple years, you find out y'all were enemies the whole time.
Didn't even know it. Didn't even know it.
She was like, I don't like Tiff. Oh, why?
The fuck did I do to you? I take my ass home every goddamn day. How am I beefing with people?
The story was you were on the line when she was getting attacked by your bestie.
Like, was I supposed to drive to her house and tell
Protect
her to hang
her?
up? Like, hang up! You're not gonna like, I can't stop. Nobody could stop her, okay?
Yeah.
She was not to be trifled with.
But you don't even remember the call, though.
I was just lucky that I was her friend, so she didn't really fuck with me, but now she don't fuck with me. Oh, sorry, I don't fuck with her. Let's be clear about that. She used to not fuck with me, but now she fuck with me, but I don't fuck with her. But anyway, that's not the point. What the point is,
oh god,
this surprise call that happened.
Yeah, Tiff was a mean girl in high school, y'all.
No, I was not. I was a fucking mind my business ass girl that just happened to be like in the vicinity of mean girls, and my name just got thrown into shit.
She was friends with arguably the only bitches in the school that could fight.
Yeah.
They were your best friends.
I don't know how. I don't know how I attracted this because I really did not do shit at school.
Yep.
But yeah, it was just really interesting that phone call that happened.
That you don't remember.
Only one of 4 people could remember, and it was just her.
Yeah.
And one of the bitches in that group has a like
elephant memory.
Yeah, she don't forget shit.
Especially when she's the one cussing somebody out.
When she's perpetrating. She remembers that.
She's like, nah, I would have remembered that ass beating.
But it's like, it was so much like weird drama at the school that for the people who weren't a part of that weird drama, it's just like they've gone on and lived their lives, and I don't really have, like, I don't have anything bad against them, like no ill will. I just like, I never wake up and think, oh, I wonder what happened to so and so.
I mean, just tying up loose ends. That's what they were using.
I don't have no loose ends because I ain't tied no shit.
Well, very, very loose. Like they're not your loose ends, but they're like ends on the end of a table, and it's just like, wow, that should be tied up, you know?
I feel like I don't go to the room where the table is. I just don't see the anything. Like, again, I would go back for the teachers.
Yeah.
There's probably some people that I can't think of right now that were actually very genuine that I would be like, oh, I actually care what's going on with you. Not that I would seek you out, but if you were just there, I'd be like, oh, how are you doing?
Miss Scantlin.
But if you say, like, how you're doing too much, then I'm like, this is exhausting. I have to ask, like, at least 7 more people this same question, and they're going to really tell me their answer.
Yeah. I mean, it would be nice if they did it, they would organize it by tables, and like we could already have a certain set of questions already answered or something in common. Like, oh, this is the group where y'all didn't get married or have kids yet.
This is the group that got married and got divorced.
This is the group that are still married and they have a baby on the way.
This is the group that's married. They already have 6 kids and 3 of them in the lower school.
This is the kids that now work here.
These are the kids that we would have told you couldn't attend this school because you're gay.
Pretty much. All the gay niggas over there.
Yeah.
It's the whole drama club.
I would want to go to the gay nigga table because I feel like that would be the realest table. That would probably be so fun.
Oh, God. That would be hilarious. But then they would bring... Oh, my God. No, I could see Shide. I could see Mr. Lyman. I could just see all the Bible teachers being like at that table hovering like, you know, you guys are going to burn in eternal hell, right?
No, they wouldn't say it like that. They make some like very shallow off-colored shit. They'd be like, well, you know, in the kingdom of heaven, there's not really a place for you. They're not going to tell you going to hell. They just say heaven's not for you, you know?
You don't think Mr. Lyman would say you would go to hell?
I don't like that man.
That's why. He was so disrespectful during Bible class.
He was very, very into gender roles. I know
much
you didn't
so.
like that about Shide, but like I think Shide had, in my opinion, he had somewhat of a balance to that. Mr. Lyman did not at all.
He was like, woman in kitchen.
Yeah. Why are you even here learning? Who taught you how to read?
Who taught you how to fucking read? Oh my God. It was something about, I don't know if he had anything to do with it, but just the conversation of women leading a congregation,
Mm-hmm.
he was somehow involved in that argument. And I don't remember if there was a particular person that was at the center of it,
Mm-hmm.
but I remember at Faith, they were like firing women because they were like the head, head priestess, what do they call them? I don't go to church.
Deacon? I don't know.
Yeah, deaconess or something. Like they are the main person, and Faith was just like, nah. But I feel
Pastor?
yeah,
No.
yeah.
His first lady, like the lady of the pastor.
It's not first
Whatever.
lady. It's like you're the main person. You're the main pastor. It's your church. They were firing people, and then when I went to high school, I feel like Mr. Lyman kind of like got on his pedestal and was pretty much perpetuating that same ideology. Like, nah, women shouldn't be leading churches.
Mm-hmm.
I don't believe in that. And then I went home and told my dad, and my dad was like, "See, blah, blah."
See,
man, you are also backwards, so I'm just gonna stick to myself.
Yeah, I think Mr. Vineyard was probably my favorite Bible teacher, but he was teaching.
Sorry, that was loud.
What is that?
Right up in the mic.
He was teaching. Shai taught apologetics.
Yes.
Vineyard taught like,
which made people lose their faith.
No, not orthodontics. Something.
Orthodox?
Yes. He taught, maybe, I don't know. Somewhat of O, that's what he taught. And so you just got to really understand like the Christian history, which I appreciated. So it wasn't just like, read this verse, what does that mean to you? It was kind of like, you are learning the structure of the church and why certain, books are in there and why some aren't. And I really liked that. But yeah, that's all I got to say about high school reunions. If they do a 20-year, I might consider it. Again, I just don't think there's any point in a 10-year because like people are still building their lives.
Yeah.
Like me at that time, I think I was doing okay, but I wouldn't have felt like that's like let some more time pass.
From 2011 to 2021, a lot has happened.
Yeah, but like it's fuck shit that happens. So I'm like, I want to see people when they're in their mode where they're most likely thriving.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's 20 years later. Like you've finished school. Most people probably has finished school by that time, either found their family, found themselves. Like I feel like it's just a more positive experience once more time has passed.
Okay.
And then I can forget that I didn't like some of you guys and actually care. My empathy will return for some of you.
So in the next 10 years, you'll be recharged.
I would consider it.
A battery full of empathy.
I'd be like, whoa, you said what happened to you? Oh man, I couldn't imagine. But your success story, you're a witness. You're a witness to God's glory. Amen.
Testimony.
Let's say it.
Amen.
Stand up.
Yes.
Speak your story. Speak on it.
Okay. All right. Well, yeah.
That's that.
That's it.
Any AACS people who listen to this,
Yeah, we was dropping names, so.
Be cool. Don't send it to somebody that's going to hurt their feelings.
I mean, their feelings might need to be hurt, like character development. Anyway, I think that covers it. Yeah, I said all. I just want to be nosy. I just want to see what niggas are doing. And I'm sure they feel the same about me.
Yeah, I don't care, so.
Like, I ran into Shide and I was just like, yeah, I went to law school. And he was like, I'm not even remotely surprised by that.
Yeah, you were argumentative.
Very much so. That was my prime moment. Those were the moments where I was just like, see, I had it. I was quick with it. Shide would be like, Sharday, let me finish. All right, nigga, finish. I'm ready for that ass.
All right. Finish.
All right.
We're done.
We're done.